Let's do real quick what happened last time, and let's someone just tell me what happened last time.
We killed a bunch of goblins.
Killed all of them.
You killed a
The
lot,
frog killed some.
a legion of goblins.
The frog joined our team for a short period of time before we turned on it.
Yeah, you guys showed that frog
Taking our
little to no mercy. Well, yeah,
I had to take that fucker out, you know. I'm not gonna just let that frog.
he was hitting you with the nom nom fruit. Okay, like
He ate an entire gold worth of our people. We killed a lot of goblins.
you kidnapped a fat goblin.
We didn't exactly kidnap him.
You
We just restrained him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
We didn't take him anywhere.
You guys made false
we
promises as
interrogated
well.
him on the spot.
You guys,
I was fine with letting him go until I found out he's an adventurer eater. You know, I don't. As
he's
an
a goblin.
adventurer,
He eats what he
I
eats.
take
I'm sorry.
offense
He
to that.
he didn't lie. He was
And-
being truthful with you.
And we're
That's
adventurers,
true.
and our
And it
job was
got
to
him
collect ears.
Yeah, that's why he didn't want to help you at the beginning. And then you guys are like, "No, dude, help me." And then
Yeah.
We played to his weakness, which was stupidity.
I'm
yes,
a
he was
former
dumb. He's a
cop,
fucking goblin.
So yeah, that's just interrogation 101. You know, get
I'm
them
just-
on your side.
I'm gonna put
and
my
then
knife down
it's
so we can
spill the
just
beans,
talk.
yeah.
I'm gonna set my knife right here, so we can just.
Well, yeah, there's only one goblin that's worth more alive than dead, so I didn't expect him to get out. I was just hoping, because I was going to make a reoccurring character. If he got away with a missing ear, oh, that would have been so nice to, like,
He was
bring back
kind
in.
of a funny goblin, but
That's what I'm saying. I could have done
I
so
was
much with
afraid
him.
of the goblin running
Maybe
back
like a footprint
home.
or something.
Dude, no, he told you, he hated those people. He did not want
Yeah,
to
and
be
he
a part
told
of it.
all the other adventurers he wasn't going to eat them. No, I'm
No,
not.
he never made those promises.
Well,
You weren't there.
Exactly.
I was. This bridge was made by goblins in the 5th Age. So,
Yeah, they use primitive fucking wooden planks, so you know.
yeah, everyone knows what
in
happens.
the next life, I'm willing to leave him with an earless life.
I did like our plan to like fucking break the bridge with the goblins on it. That would have been sick, but
Mm-hmm.
all about the gold, baby.
All about that
It's
gold.
more efficient that way.
Yeah.
Call the hit die, or well, here. What's the wolf's maximum? 26. Okay, we'll back up to 26. You have tamed a beast. He is quite smitten with your company, and he would like to continue on assisting in your travels. So, where are you guys sleeping? I know we did all the level up stuff and everything, but where were you sleeping? And what's the plan for the morning? What time are we waking up? Like, I need some specifics on your guys' plan here.
Okay. I imagine we'd wake up early, you know, like either at dawn or slightly before dawn or something like that. You guys agree?
Yeah, you guys had the time for that. You guys were finishing this up right at nightfall.
Yeah. Because sometimes people arrive at dawn, but you know, we might have more time. I don't know. I guess I was sleeping in the tower, trying to keep somewhat of a defensive posture.
Gotcha. So go ahead, put yourself up in the tower.
And then my hound was down below, curled up.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Okay.
I would assume I probably just crashed in here.
Sexy.
This is like a tent, right?
Yes, it is a tent.
Just-
There are bedrolls.
Sleeping in the cheap.
It was either like it's either like you're either partying in here or you're sleeping in here. There's not like a middle ground. Do you sleep in the heroin chair? Botched you?
Oh, that's right.
Is
I was
that
like,
what that's called?
Well, yeah, he found heroin hidden in the chair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it's called mother's milk, but yeah, it's basically heroin.
Yeah, sure. I'll just pass out in the heroin chair.
Got it. Just kind of pop your feet up on the cask. Oh, those are casks of a very, very shitty alcohol, by the way.
I was gonna
not
say,
combustible.
I was gonna
Not
ask the same thing.
it's like
Is it
it's like American.
explosive shit
No.
beer?
It's like American beer. It's fucking close to water.
Okay.
But it is if one were to take it to someone to sell, you might be able to turn a profit, an additional profit.
Well, we're bringing everything. If it's not nailed,
It's
to
not
the,
nailed
if
to
it's
the
not like
fucking ground.
magically sealed to the ground,
So
Probably
it's
come
about
with
a
this.
heroin chair.
like they took the door. Yeah,
It's a nice door.
add an embellishment on it. Yeah, so I probably just pass out in the heroin chair there then.
Sounds good.
Want the pump?
That was a really random, obscure quote that I weirdly got immediately because I've seen that movie so fucking much. I got the Tim Duncan Adidas Coolies.
Listen here, you little shit. It's like we got kids in China sewing these things together for pennies on the dollar.
So their family can have a bowl of rice to eat tonight.
Okay.
It's too much sometimes. Oh, God.
Sorry, doing some research. This is incorrect.
they're doing the meeting with his parents in the school, and he's just like, you know why they do it all? And he's just like, oh God,
Yeah.
good job. He's like, oh God, thank you, thank you so much for not saying something else. Pimps and whores,
Buyers and sellers.
buyers and sellers. Pimps and whores.
That movie is so great.
Well, that's not cool.
What happened?
One of my character sheets just fucking vanished.
What?
It's cool. Oh shit. It was one that wasn't actually in here apparently. So I think I was supposed to make it. I think it's one that I didn't actually make. Fuck. It's cool. We'll do it the old-fashioned way for that guy. Okay, so you wake up. Everything's good and dandy. You guys have pre-woken. You've woken up prior to him getting back.
Was that a roll?
Hmm.
Was that decided upon a roll, or was that just...
No. You guys got back. You guys woke up before sunrise. He's on his way back from a hunting trip. He could very well still be hunting some shit
I'm
right
just
now.
curious if it was like a situation where he's gonna walk in and be like, "Why the fuck are you in my chair, swine?"
Nah. If you guys wake up before sunrise, like he went out for a 2 days journey. Like this is his
Fair
day
enough.
back.
Like, yeah, we sleep in. So
Yeah, they're goblins. They don't have work ethic. Like,
I don't know these goblins.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Alright, so we got some time.
yeah. So set up your shit. What are you guys doing? How are you? Who's hiding where? Where's the explosives? I need pinpoints.
I'm just gonna move my character around so we can do it around stuff. Alright, so one would assume he's gonna come through the main gate. Like
One would assume
Question: how sturdy is the main tent?
it's sturdy enough.
Like, would a halfling be able to be on top of it without it imploding in?
That's something that would take some rolls to decide, but tell me when you commit to getting on top of it.
So here's the idea.
Think about it. Well, like, okay, so he's probably gonna come home and notice that the tower's fucked up and there's dead bodies out front.
And
I
one of the
assume-
first things that
Oh,
he
sorry.
made-
One of the things Zach said is that you guys like piled up the dead bodies. So there's like a pile of dead corpses in the
Well,
middle
yeah, we just-
burning.
Well, I didn't specify what we did with them, but I figured we would have cleaned up the bodies. So there's
Well,
not
he
just-
said piled up and get out of the way, and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, the
I
first
did say
place-
that. I did say that.
first place I think is middle of the goddamn fire. Like that's
Yeah, that's fine enough.
Yeah, sure.
I like a Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings orc pile.
Yeah, well, like there's still fleshy bits. No one said I tended to the fire. Like at this point, like you guys kind of threw them on the fire.
The first one might have got crispy.
Like
but the
a
rest-
couple of them. No, it was a pretty big fire when you guys got here.
Okay, fair enough.
But like they were getting prepared to like cook something.
Cook them?
Probably the toad that murked half of them. But they had a fire going, and you guys threw on like a couple, and they burnt up pretty good. But then like you guys just kept stacking it on, and no one really like got more firewood, and then it kind of went out, and everyone's just like, "Well, this is where we're putting them." Like,
Use some of that tower for the firewood. What I was gonna say though is, I would assume that upon arriving home and finding your village fucking decimated and your people in a pile, you would then check, your main tent. If we had Jorge up there, a little trickery. The motherfucker walks in there. He doesn't say he's not in the tent. We drop those fire bombs in there. And then
where do you have fire bombs from?
the little seeds, the fire seeds.
Oh my god, you are so determined to use that as
and this is the perfect time to do it. We can Mario him. He's in a tent, and we light it on fire.
But I'm on top of the tent.
But I can.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but
not
that's why you gotta get the
inside.
hell out of there.
It says very specifically in the rules that you take the damage.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
I don't remember what it actually says.
Yeah, no, like you can dump it in through the top of the tent, but shit's gonna spark around you. Like
There's no way to make a booby trap out of this fucking item?
you can, I guess, like, but you have to do some checks.
What
Like,
is the point of this item? What is it meant to do other than just
did you
explode?
read anything of? No, you're the one who's fixated on the fact that it explodes. There's a bunch of shit that thing can do.
Oh, I don't remember. I thought the only thing that was posted was the bit of
Brett,
it
you have the
turning
bag
into
of
fire.
beans, correct?
Yes, I do have the bag of beans.
Will you inform your compatriot as to what the bag of beans is capable
I
of?
thought that's all they did.
Okay, no. So I can pour it out and obviously deal damage. Or I can plant said seed and then roll a D100. Yeah, D100. One
There's a bunch of shit that can happen,
Yeah.
basically.
on a 1, 5, I roll 5 D4s, and then toadstools sprouts. If a creature eats a toadstool or rolls a die on an odd roll, the eater must succeed on a 15 DC Constitution saving throw to take 5d6 poison damage and become poisoned for an hour. On an even roll, the eater gains 5d6 temporary hit points for an hour. On a 2 through 10, hang on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 different things that this thing can do. I really don't feel like going
Yeah,
through all of
that's
them.
what I'm saying.
If
It
you
has.
hit the chat on the side on the right. If you hit the eye. with
Oh,
the
is it in
circle,
there?
Yeah, you can
Oh,
search
okay.
bag of beans.
I
Bag
didn't
of
know it
beans.
was in there. Okay.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Okay.
It does.
Definitely tell there's some typos, like it was copy and pasted from the book, but like
Yeah, but it's there.
you
It
should.
exists.
I thought
And
they
it
just
has
fire
more.
beans.
It has more applications than just bursting everything into.
I thought they were just fire beans. I didn't
Yeah,
know,
that's what
okay?
you locked onto, and I even read the whole fucking thing to you the first time I gave it to you. I'm pretty sure.
And I probably had a plan to use them to blow something else.
Yeah,
so
the
that's
moment
why-
you heard they explode into fiery thing, you're like, all right, I'm gonna use it against some goblins. I'm gonna.
Look, you said something that was similar to like a grenade, and I'm like, I got a plan for that. Well, we got poison, right?
Yes.
These guys are gonna come back from a hunting trip. They might be thirsty, right?
Yeah.
They got cheap beer, and we got poison, right?
Yeah.
Only poison the beer and just watch them fucking start yelping.
It's not that much poison, especially
Yeah.
for like a cask of beer.
And
Which poison do we
like
have?
they're not just gonna come home find their fucking people slaughtered and just start.
They're gonna have to eat and drink
Maybe
something
they will
eventually.
goblins.
Like that might be my response to.
Hey, we may
Oh, hey, was that cask always tapped? I don't know, but let's drink, bro. Like,
It's not that hard.
Irish wake this bitch.
well, they are goblins.
Yeah,
I mean, shit.
like classic
Poison.
ambush, we can just classic ambush these motherfuckers.
I'll let you guys do a little discussing. I have nuggies in the microwave that I totally forgot about.
How hidden
I
can
forsook
I
them.
be in the tower? Because
You
I
just
could just
walk
wing the
away.
tower, or I could maybe disguise myself as a goblin and then wait in like this tower, like the main one, the one that's still up or whatever, and then like try to talk to them a little bit, get them off their guard or something. But I don't know.
You speak Goblin?
Actually, yeah, I don't think I do. That's right. But, yeah,
We could try to tip one of the towers onto them as they come in.
That's true.
Like a booby trap, like set it up so
Yeah.
when they ride
Or-
in.
I could hide here in this tree, and then you guys could do that, and then I start shooting arrows at them from behind or something.
We have enough rope. Do you think we should almost set up like a fucking like a tripwire? Not specifically a tripwire, but something to actually trip them. I'm assuming they're on wargs or something. They're a hunting party, so they could
Probably.
be riding. If they're riding straight into the village, as soon as they ride in, we can fucking trip one or two of them off of their fucking wargs, and then continue with whatever, maybe drop the fucking one of the towers on them. Because they won't expect that. Their first reaction is going to ride in.
At the current plan is to home alone them.
Almost. He's thinking.
Come on,
that
that's a little bit more than Home Alone. Dropping a tower on somebody.
we're gonna put some rope up.
But only slightly, and that's what's terrifying. The child was in middle school. He murdered 3 people. Like,
They didn't die.
they should have.
There was a second Home Alone. They came back.
You would have thought they would have learned.
Well, they weren't expecting to run into him in fucking New York. They're like, "Why are you here?"
They're like, no, please.
Whatever you guys are gonna do it.
How sneaky am I? Just like in like this tower, say, like the one to the right over here. Like,
The one behind the tent, you're gonna be a little more covered, but
okay.
you're also gonna
I don't
be
have-
harder to see them because
Yeah,
the tower
I
sees
can
over, but they're probably gonna get like a point of cover, like quarter cover,
Mhm.
because
I
of
think this spot is probably going to be my best spot. Just kind of wait for them to go past me, and then I shoot them in the back and shit. I think.
If we block off the main entrance, do they have to go all the way around the way that we came to get to the village?
there is like there's another open path like right here. Like,
Okay, so walking the main area does not.
yeah,
actually-
like it doesn't actually like this is pretty much the main point of ingress, but there's more. It's just this way you get spotted. but- There's another way in from the other side.
I think we just try a classic ambush. Just a good old ambush. An oldie but a goodie.
You could have your strength users try to do that tripwire thing.
Well, I was gonna attach a rope to the 2 towers and just kind of have it like
No, but
hidden.
you can
there.
see that. Like if it was wire, it'd be
No,
one thing.
I was gonna tie it to one end, or whatever tower makes more sense for this situation. And then if I can't just have it sitting there, then I guess pull on it at the right time.
That's what I'm saying. If you pulled on it, then there would be like a strength check involved. Are you guys gonna try and make one of the things into like one of those Ewok traps, where like it like swings in and like pins them?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Got some fucking ATSTs in this bitch.
Let me see. What do I got that can? Let's see. I got a survival. I mean, a survival is that kind of like building.
You know what?
what would
If it
even-
depending on your survival roll.
I'm trying to set up like essentially my idea is kind of a tripwire type deal here. But if it goes well, I don't know. I have no clue. That's what I'm trying to set up here.
With the tripwire,
Because the idea there,
if you're just simply stringing like, if you're putting like if you're stringing like here over to this guy and making like a wench just with a rope, you're not gonna have to make a survival roll for that because that's a simple machine, But if you're like, okay, I want this log to come when they trip this tripwire and like smash into them, that's gonna take like a survival roll, maybe a sleight of hand roll, but where you add intelligence instead of dexterity.
The other idea was like trying to like drop the other tower on them as they come in. Like hit the tripwire, they hit the tripwire, they fall off their fucking wargs, and then that also kind of causes the other tower to fall and pull onto them.
How do we? How does the tower fall? Like, how are you making that tower fall?
From them running into the wire and then pulling it down, basically, because they're on wargs. I would assume you said they're at a hunting party.
They are a hunting party, yes.
So I would assume that they would be on wargs. They're gonna ride back into town.
Use the boulder off of this.
On the boulder
thing here.
Yeah, like that thing is a
Oh yeah, true, huh?
piece of equipment for this kind of thing.
Yeah, so that thing is
So like when
literally.
they trip it, like it pulls the boulder, and then the boulder will, with enough weight, will pull the tower.
It will just
Over
cause
on
it.
top of them.
The tripwire will cause that thing to break, and the boulder will slide down the hill, pulling the tower with it onto the party as they're coming through.
Which way's the hill?
The hill is what do you like down here? What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying. Where are you putting like uphill? Because
Well,
like
isn't this? Didn't we say that this was like this whole area, like where the?
this area is raised. Like this area is slightly raised.
Yeah, so this would essentially break, and this big ass rock would just fall down the fucking hill, pulling the tower with it. And we have a ton of rope, so I would assume we'd be able.
So
to...
you would rig the thing to break.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I can see that.
So it would almost be like a rope tied to this, tied to this, tied to this.
Well, that one's a toppled tower. The one with the X is a toppled tower.
Oh yeah, but okay, yeah.
That's
There's
There's no like support beams still stuck in the ground from it.
No, you guys fucking wretched it.
I don't remember.
Like
Oh yeah, we cut that motherfucking.
you cut that motherfucker down and
Oh,
dropped
yeah.
the fuck. That's why I said red X. It is
what we
on the
did.
ground.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so then,
you
yeah,
pulled
it's
the
just-
motherfuckers out of that shit and just beat them senseless.
Then yeah, it's literally friggin' attached to this thing, and then attached to this thing.
So is one of you gonna like hit the thing with like an axe when it hits, like to pull the wire taut, and hope that it works? Like I'm just saying, like there's gonna be some kind of sawing, you know, like chopping it to weakening the structural integrity, I guess.
Right.
'Cause the towers are made by goblins, but this was made by humans, so they're a little bit more sturdy with their work.
Well, on that we only really need the boulder. Well, we just cut the boulder off that, unless we want to have that for something.
Well, I don't really care about that. I was just trying to just break that whole thing, throw it over the fucking cliff. I mean, whatever works easier.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's the kind of the idea is just kind of making a trap that the goal of which is
So, okay. So can you see the green line now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how it is. So have you already broken this piece and just like you have the rock ready to kick down the hill?
because that's all that needs to really be done. As soon as we see them come through the gate, we'll just push the rock down the hill, and when they kind of run over the rope, that'll be the extra like force on the rope to pull the fucking tower, and the whole thing will collapse on them as they trip it. That's at least the idea.
Okay. So everyone get prepared where you're going to be at this point.
All right. Is my warg still like as sneaky as me or whatever?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Could I like tell it to be like kind of like back here or something like that, just kind of out of sight still though, and like I don't know, or maybe not.
Yeah, but it's going to be out of range for your commands though.
my commands. Okay.
You're going to have to like make like some kind of signal for it to come closer for you to actually give it real commands.
Okay. Like I can just like whistle for it to come close to me,
Yeah.
so I can command it or something like that. Okay.
Yeah. They'll
So I
take
just
like
kinda-
it'll
Yeah,
take an
kinda
action for a whistle,
Yeah, for sure.
and it'll
Okay.
undo any stealth you have going.
Yeah, I got you. I could just leave the work with you guys if you want to just like have it, just help you guys out in the front lines.
Your animal companion, your little fuzzy black companion friend thing, whatever it is.
Yeah,
can that thing like push the boulder for us
If you roll a good enough animal.
Yeah, you guys want to roll an animal?
Yeah, I won't shoot it this time.
Well, why don't we just have the warg do it?
I mean, I guess we can, but I mean, we shouldn't. We still try to use that because I mean, if we get a baboon, that thing can literally just sit there and throw the boulder down.
I don't think a baboon would be able to push it.
What the hell can he roll that can push it?
Like a bear or a tiger?
Should I just roll into
Big ass,
Yeah, roll a d8.
a big ass fucking bear.
Let's just-
Oh, my bad. It's /R.
You're good. Fucking Redditor.
I was gonna say, never heard of that Reddit.
I believe it was tan back.
Tan bag?
Yeah.
Roll 3. You got a baboon.
God damn it.
Damn it, every fucking time, man.
He really likes being a baboon.
Yeah, I think that's his favorite creature, apparently. It was a jackal that turned into a baboon after a sneeze or whatever.
That's
Right?
so
Sneezes, turns into a baboon.
fucking- He's back. He's like, meh. So him and the warg might be able to do it. but
Yeah.
A baboon by itself.
The warg and the baboon can wait for our call, and then I don't know, how do we want to do this? I mean, who's going to be where exactly?
That's what I've been asking for the past 30 minutes.
I think my spot's good. I like my spot.
I don't even know where you are.
Ideally, we're gonna try to get them like when they're like
I'm-
right here.
I'm out of the gate by the kind of like the nearest tree in the shadow of it.
Oh, okay, I see. I don't want to be anywhere in like this kill box. I don't want to be anywhere in this little zone, so I'm trying to be away from that.
You're currently in it.
That's why I'm like moving away. Like I want, like I don't know if I want to be inside the tent.
Those are like rocks to the north of the tent, right?
There's rocks and those are trees. Sorry,
Okay.
I know the dynamic lighting doesn't allow for you to see, but they're trees. Pretty much everything's trees and logs and such.
Yeah, like you guys could just wait inside and then come out when the shit goes down. I guess like, that could work.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what use I can do. I don't want to just sit inside and then fucking shit hits the fan. I don't know. I guess it's better if we're not super exposed.
Yeah, you don't have to make a stealth roll if you're in a tent.
Yeah, true. Well, the thing is, where I'm standing too, I can see. Well, I guess we have enough vision to be able to see as far as.
Well, you're not going to be able to really like. You're going to have to go off of your guys' vision to see like when they're coming. Otherwise, Santiago has to like whistle to give the warg a heads up, and then that gives away his position. So that's why the dynamic lighting comes in handy.
Can he just shoot an arrow at the tent?
Like runs the risk of exposing him as well. Like it's same different
enough.
ending, same beginning. Like or different beginning, same ending. You know, it's like slavery with extra steps.
How do I ping shit like so you guys can see it like on that?
Well,
You just hold the click when you're on the select.
You just hold the mouse button. But it's hard to
Okay,
see
so, like-
if I'm not. Okay.
So like that's not a rock right there. This thing.
That's a rock. That is a rock.
So like
That's a rock.
So these two, like you guys could hide behind like these two rocks, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
but then
dude,
that involves a stealth roll.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. Well, yeah.
And I don't do well in stealth.
They both have disadvantage on all stealth rolls.
It's probably better we're in here, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. So you just have to find a way to get a message without giving yourself away.
Okay.
And you guys are running out of time. They are. You hear a
Do I
you-
do that?
you hear a thudding. Jorge, let's get a tentative stealth roll. I'll give you advantage because you've had time to like.
Yeah. I've just been chilling in the tree.
Yeah.
The whole time.
I want to stack these caves.
Ooh.